Hi everyone, it's Jen. Today I'm taking you to London, a city I absolutely love for its energy, history, creativity, and cosmopolitan vibe. I'm sharing my top 10 favorite places, the ones that truly left a mark on me during my trips to the British capital. At each stop, I'll give you my best tips, fun facts, and advice for enjoying London differently, even on a budget. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with your travel loving friends. And let me know in the comments which place tempts you most, or if you have other recommendations. Visiting London means diving into a world where every neighborhood has its own atmosphere, historic landmarks, lively markets, street art, grand parks, and trendy districts. Every trip, I discover new spots, surprising stories, and unique flavors. And I always feel like you can never get enough of London. Ready to join me for this top 10? Number 10, the Royal Exchange and Bank of England Museum. Let's start with a lesser known spot that really fascinated me, the Royal Exchange and the Bank of England Museum, right in the heart of the city. The museum is free, and I discovered the fascinating history of London finance, old banknotes, stories about economic crises, and best of all, I got to touch a real gold bar. It's crazy to think that just a few years ago, this place was the scene of wild shows, worthy of the Wolf of Wall Street, with traders in full swing. You learn how the city became the world's financial center, and I loved seeing the vault and imagining the fortunes that passed through here. It's also the perfect place to soak up the unique city vibe, surrounded by skyscrapers and centuries old traditions. Number 9, St. Paul's Cathedral. You can't help but be impressed by the dome of St. Paul's Cathedral, a masterpiece by Christopher Wren. I recommend climbing the 528 steps early in the morning to avoid the crowds and enjoy an incredible panoramic view of London. In the crypt, you'll find the tomb of Admiral Nelson, hero of Trafalgar, and other great British figures. I was moved by the solemn atmosphere, and the view from the top is, for me, one of the best in the city. Tip: try the Whispering Gallery, where a whisper against the wall can be heard on the other side of the dome. Number 8, Camden Town Market. Camden is my favorite neighborhood for its alternative vibe, street food stalls, and especially its walls covered in street art. Every time I visit, I discover new murals, quirky shops, vintage stores, and handmade jewelry stands. The main street in Camden is famous for its endless variety of shops. It's actually the longest in Europe. I also recommend wandering down Carnaby Street, another iconic London shopping spot, famous since the 60s for its rebellious and creative spirit, indie boutiques, and bright colors. Back in the 60s, Carnaby Street was the hangout for the Beatles, Rolling Stones, and fashion icons. Today, you'll find local designers, international brands, and a unique atmosphere where anything feels possible. Just a few steps away, you'll also find Chinatown, a totally different world, with red lanterns, Chinese arches, traditional restaurants, exotic markets, and colorful festivals. I love getting lost here, tasting foods from all over the world, checking out the artists performing on the street or market stage, and finishing with bubble tea or dim sum in a lively Chinatown alley. Number 7, wandering between Oxford Street and Piccadilly Circus. I love strolling through this lively area with shopping, theaters, and street performers everywhere. Oxford Street is a shopper's paradise, and it's actually the longest shopping street in Europe. You should also check out Carnaby Street, where I've found some real gems and local designers. Between Piccadilly Circus and Leicester Square, the vibe is always festive with street shows, musicians, and neon lights worthy of Broadway. Just nearby, Chinatown transports you to an Asian world with lanterns, colorful arches, temples, restaurants, and markets where you'll find everything from roast duck to mooncakes. Fun fact: Selfridges on Oxford Street revolutionized shopping by inventing the just looking concept and turning the store into a real theater with animated window displays and year round events. In the evening, I often treat myself to a musical or a play in the West End, London's theatre district. Number 6. Riverside Walk at Sunset. There's nothing like a walk along the south bank of the Thames, from Tate Modern to Tower Bridge, to watch the sunset over the skyline. I recommend planning a picnic or grabbing a drink on a floating terrace to enjoy the golden light over the city. I once got to see an open air concert near the London Eye. It was magical. At night, the monuments light up and the city view becomes enchanting. It's also a great spot for photographers or just to sit and watch London life go by. Number 5. Shakespeare's Globe. The reconstruction of the Elizabethan theater took me straight back to Shakespeare's time. The current Globe was rebuilt just a few meters from the original site, thanks to actor Sam Wanamaker, who wanted to revive this legendary place that was destroyed by fire in the 17th century and lost for over 350 years. I recommend getting a standing ticket for the most authentic experience, or booking a guided tour to learn how actors performed back then. Did you know women were banned from the stage, so all female roles were played by men, or sometimes by women, disguised as men so they could get hired, then disguised as women again on stage? It's pretty funny to imagine. You'll also learn the origins of many theater expressions like break a leg, because wishing good luck was considered bad luck, or in the limelight, since quicklime was used to light the stage. The Globe also offers workshops and interactive exhibits, perfect for families or theater lovers. Fun fact: the original theater burned down in 1613 because of a cannon fired during a play. I loved feeling the energy of the place and imagining Shakespeare's plays performed outdoors, under the stars. Number 4. Tower Bridge. A classic, but the glass walkway 42 meters up gave me chills. I recommend checking the schedule to see the bridge lift. It's impressive to watch. The original steam mechanism is still on display, and you can even walk on the glass floor to see the Thames below your feet. I've taken amazing sunset photos here, and the view of the Tower of London is stunning. It's also the perfect spot to watch life on the river, from boats to kayaks and cruises. Before we get to the top 3, if you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I have so many more adventures to share with you. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps me grow the channel and bring you even more quality content. Number 3. Westminster Abbey and Big Ben. One of London's most iconic sites, and every time I visit, I can feel the history inside the Abbey. I recommend attending a mass or evensong for a free visit and total immersion in the royal atmosphere. This is where royal coronations have taken place since 1066, and Big Ben chimes every hour, marking the city's rhythm. I was amazed by the tombs of Newton, Darwin, and many other historic figures. The Gothic architecture and stained glass windows are simply stunning, and the guided tour will reveal 1,000 secrets about the British monarchy. Number 2. Buckingham Palace. I was lucky enough to see the changing of the guard, a real spectacle not to be missed. I recommend coming early to get a good spot and also visiting the Royal Mews with their golden carriages and majestic horses. It's enchanting. The palace has over 700 rooms and its own private lake, and it's the heart of the British monarchy. You can only visit the palace during the summer holidays, and you have to book well in advance. I did it when the Queen was still with us, and I honestly felt like I was in her home, half expecting her to pop in for tea at any moment. I loved watching the guards standing motionless in rain or shine and feeling the excitement of the crowd in front of the palace gates. Number 1. British Museum, my favorite museum in London, and it's free. I recommend coming at opening time or late on Fridays to avoid the crowds and really enjoy the collections. It's the oldest public museum in the world, with treasures like the Rosetta Stone, Egyptian mummies, and the Parthenon sculptures. Every visit, I discover new objects, fascinating temporary exhibits, and incredible stories about civilizations from all over the world. Fun fact, the museum holds more than 8 million objects. It would take weeks to see everything. I never get tired of wandering here, listening to the passionate guides and marveling at so many treasures. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. To thank you, I wanted to leave you with 2 bonus ideas for a perfect day trip. Bonus 1. Windsor Castle. Take a bus or train about 1 hour from London to visit the oldest royal residence in the world. St. George's Chapel is where many famous couples have married, including Harry and Meghan and Prince Charles and Camilla, and where many royals are buried, including Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. While you're there, enjoy a cruise on the Thames in Windsor, perfect for relaxing and learning more about English history. The castle is impressive with its richly decorated apartments, the chapel, and the changing of the guard. I loved wandering through the gardens and imagining the lives of kings and queens through the centuries. Bonus 2. Harry Potter Studios. For fans, head to the Warner Brothers studios for total immersion in the magical world, or take a guided tour of filming locations around London. Fun, guaranteed. You can see the original sets, try on costumes, and even taste the famous butterbeer. Every time I visit, I feel like a kid again, amazed by the magic of cinema. If you enjoyed this top 10, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share. Tell me in the comments which place made you want to visit most, or if you've already had your own London adventure. See you soon for more adventures.